Hello everyone, welcome on back to Monet Farms. So, we have half of this soybean field here is ready. Only half because we planted it in 2 different months. This pea field here is ready and I'm planning on buying it, honestly, because we're going to sell it right away at the end. It's just free money at this point, right? Why wouldn't we? You know, we have the combine capacity easily to do it because we could send 2 combines over there and still have 2 on the other soybean field. So I think first things first, I'm gonna head over here. And we'll have these 2 combines start on this field. This probably won't take very long. Really, none of the fields I don't think will take terribly long. The pea field might take a hot minute. We'll see. Hard to say. I haven't really got to look at it much. We'll send that off. And we'll go back to this one. I'm trying to get far enough in that it hopefully doesn't try to go to the left. The worker. Never know with them. They like to do the opposite of what you want them to do. Alright, so I think I'm going to send one of the combines over via a worker. So we'll send this one. Great job. And we'll just send it down here. And we'll bring the other one down that direction. It's actually a fairly decent sized field. Maybe I should have put a third one over here and just had one do the soybean field. I didn't think it looked this big, I'll be honest. This might take a little bit longer than I had thought. I didn't check if this was fully fertilized. Yes, it is. Nice. Yeah, this is actually quite a big field. You can see, it's plenty big. It's probably not quite as that big. It's probably about the same size as that cornfield. Even that's probably a little small. I think the cornfield took us 2 months to finish. But that was one combine, and it was a corn header. It's not exactly as wide as the 45-foot case headers here. Now, I would imagine one of the workers would get full here shortly. Why is this being slightly off? Just a little bit off. There we go. I would imagine soybeans probably wouldn't fill up super fast. I don't think the peas did either. I think that took a couple rounds in when we were doing the ones right by our farm there. We'll put that on a worker. We'll go and check. Soybeans are 60% full. Looks like yeah, put it dang near as close as I could. That's actually pretty good placement. And this other one, 75. Well, I think we should probably get these 2 emptied. And we might head over and grab the other grain cart. We'll get that brought over to the pea field. I would imagine, I think for the soybeans, we're close enough. We probably won't have any semis, but I would not be surprised if we end up bringing a semi over to the pea field, though. Just to make the transportation of the grain a little bit quicker. Yeah, I think what the soybean field think I'll probably almost do two. Oh, I got right in the way. I'll probably almost do 2 strips before they're full. So if they were 80% there, oop. Say, please don't drive off. I'll have to grab that one too. Okay, that is all emptied. We gotta get this one brought over. At some point I might have a semi brought down. I saw a notification saying another worker was 80% full, so I'm assuming worker C is full grain tank. So I'm assuming that's probably the first combine we set off. We'll see how far it made it. Hopefully at least 2 strips, hopefully. It makes carting a little bit easier when it's able to go 2 strips. Based off of where it is, I think it's just short of 2. I think on the one by our farm we were getting like 2.5. And that's a little shorter strips than this one is. Ooh, worker H is nearly full. That's probably the partner in crime for this one. Yeah, it looks like it almost made 2 strips. So this will definitely fill up the grain cart a couple times. I think if I'm smart, we will create a job to have one of the semis come down here. It'll definitely fill up at least once, I think. Probably more, honestly, than just that, so. Probably 1 semi and 1 grain cart. That'd probably do the whole field. I'd imagine that one's going to be just about full here shortly, too. Oh, yeah. It's coming. Okay, take that off a worker. I want to position this in a fairly nice area that won't be in the way at all. Still, what, almost 2 strips. I think that'll be fine. It'll take a little while, but we should be able to finish this field today. Be tight, but I would think it's possible. Oh yeah, the workers are gonna miss that by the power lines there. I wonder if it... I have to go and look here. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm in the wrong menu. So I can't visit it. I can. Just the wrong menu. So is it missing down here? It doesn't look like it. It is. Okay. So we'll have to clear some on the bottom as well as the top of the field, it looks like. Well, the soybean harvesters, the one is almost 80%. So we'll have to make sure we get these done. Honestly, there's not a lot left. We could probably bring a 3rd one to the pea field if we really wanted to. This won't take that long, if we're being honest. Yeah, I think realistically we'll have 1 field to do harvesting on for next month, and that'll just be the half of this. I think a large majority of it will be selling. We'll have obviously the peas, lentils, and the soybeans all to sell, plus a handful of fields. Anything that we started with, of course, won't be sold, which we really didn't buy anything. I think we have a header that's rented. Outside of that, I don't think we really bought much, at least for equipment-wise. So most of the things won't be sold for equipment. It'll be coming up fast, the finale, that is for certain. Literally, it will be tomorrow when you're watching this. Because that next one will come out tomorrow. Then there might be a supercut of it. Maybe. We'll see. Haven't 100% decided on that. So, we'll see. Kind of depends how it looks. If you are watching this and it's during a supercut and you're hearing this, let me know how it looks. Hopefully it looks pretty good. Oh, that's worker seat. I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it. And if you are watching the supercut, please give feedback just on general too. It would be the first one I'd ever do, so I may do it in the future for some of the, if we do this type of thing again, I may do it, or any sort of like shorter series it would make sense on, then maybe. Obviously, the long ones like Survival Challenge and stuff, I mean, you could do every 10 episodes, but otherwise it'd be tough to do a 100 episodes super cut. Imagine how long that would take to edit everything. I'm sure there'll be some minor edits in the supercut compared to the regular stuff. I don't think it'd be super different, but be some differences. I've been trying to take note of things, but well, I suppose this one's almost full up here. And that is empty. What, 74%? Already 58,000 liters, and it is quite a bit per. Yeah, it'd be about $2,000, so it's over $100,000 just there. Let's see. I think we're probably about halfway. Yeah, it's probably about halfway, maybe a little over. This has 2 strips left, maybe. Then we'll have to do this other half next month. But we'll quickly check on the soybean ones. They look like they're okay. I'll probably empty them and then they should be fine. They might fight over who gets the last strip. Outside of that, I think they should be able to make it to the end. So it won't quite fit into one, or no, it so it should fit all in one grain cart. It should. I think that for next month I'll probably end up having a semi here doing the grain carting for that half. Just since the lentils and the peas have to be sold at Swift Market, and I've only been able to get those to sell at Swift Market with a grain cart like this. So of these doing all of the carting back and forth to the sell points. Soybeans, we'll see. It kind of depends on where the high price is. If it's at the Swift Market, great. It's fairly close. Obviously, it'll take a while with the grain carts doing all the carting, but all that is empty. How many thousand liters of soybeans we have? Almost 300,000. By the time this is done, we'll have 370 some thousand liters of soybeans easily. That'll be a lot of trips with the grain cart. I think this holds 76,000 liters. So, quite a few. Especially once you figure in the other things, that'll be, 2 or so trips. We'll get these emptied, and then we can head over to the pea field, and I'll probably do a little bit of harvesting, honestly. Because we only have, one worker to really worry about. He should be able to finish out no problem. Alright, so they are completely empty. So yeah, looks like there's maybe one more strip for them. Get this parked over here. Put the tarp on. And then more right here. Not sure what they were doing. I don't think they knew what they were doing, just backing up endlessly. Well, I guess this is the one I'll take control of. I'll finish out this bottom piece here, and honestly, you'll probably have to get the grain cart over here. This was almost full now. I'm sure that one is 65-70% full easily too. We'll finish this strip. We'll get it put on that section. Grab the grain cart, and we'll probably empty both of them. Yeah, worker H is almost full too, so they'll both be full here shortly. Send them off. Worker E? Oh, I suppose it's a new worker, because I took them off of it. Well, I'll start up a time lapse. We'll mainly be over here, unless, they need our attention over there, which I don't think they should be getting full or anything, but we may need to, go and clear a traffic jam or something. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Well, the pea field is just about done here. We're on the last strip for this direction, and they are finishing the strip of that direction. There might be a little bit to finish on the edges. It doesn't look like it. It's kind of nice. Of course, the soybeans are done, at least half the field. Half the field is done. Yeah, there's a little bit there. Not too much. Yeah, they did a pretty good job on that side. It's not as angled, though. This field is kind of weirdly angled. I see that combine's coming at me. It's reversing. I'm not sure why they keep doing that. It's been kind of common on this map where they get done and then they just decide to reverse into each other. I don't know, let's get this brought over to the grain cart and we can probably stop that on the way. Sometimes they'll like go halfway and then they'll be, hey, no, I'm done now. Oh, they're going forward now? Oh, they're turning. Are they gonna line up and empty? Now they've completed their task. Oh man, workers, please never change. Please never change. You're like half the comedy in Farming Sim sometimes. Well, let's go and grab this grain cart. It won't fit the rest of those combines. I can already guarantee that. I could try and have the semi brought here. It seemed pretty reachable, so I wouldn't think they'd have too many problems, but let's try to bring them a little bit farther up. Okay, they're on their way. I think I've had to do that before. I had to put the where they actually go farther up in on the road than what the other one is. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Oh, we're gonna have $1 million of soybeans. We might have $1 million of soybeans just after today. Not even including the other half of the field. Wow. Imagine $1 million in soybeans. Well, I see the semi. It's a good sign. That means they made it. We'll have to grab the other grain cart at some point as well. Take a little shortcut for this as well. I think there's going to be a car a little mad at the truck driver here in a little bit, it looked like. Because they're kind of taking both sides of the road. Oh. Are we stuck? Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. It can't do it. It can't do it. Try and turn around here. I think it's because we just didn't have any speed, to be honest. And it is kind of a steep hill. It's not as steep on that side right over here. This doesn't look like it. Right, so that's unloading. Oh, I thought I got into the tractor. I did not. There we go. Get this put over here. I'll grab this grain cart. Get it brought back. Only 13,500 liters. Not too bad. Honestly, we could probably have 2 combines finish. Okay, that's already off. That one was on. We could probably have the 2 combines finish that side of the field too. I don't think they'd have too much of a problem finishing, you know, probably the smaller half of the field, honestly. I think most of the longer strips are this direction. I don't know. Looks like they're fairly long there too. All right, we are second in line with that. Get this all emptied here. Is it you? Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure we can switch and do the front one as well. You can't do 2 in the same trailer, I don't think, though. Because I haven't been able to. Maybe you can. It does not appear so. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Please correct me if I am. This will be all of the peas. It's actually completely possible we don't have $1 million worth of soybeans today. 13,000, $2,500. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll do it. Not by much, but it'll hit 1 million of soybeans. Get that turned off. Alright, so that puts us at just over $1 million in max value for soybeans. We have now $550,000 max value for peas. Not quite for what we got in lentils. Only 100,000 liters in lentils, but $628,000. Dang. Now, Monette Seeds, was that the one I couldn't sell to? I had issues with? I don't remember. No, seed production. So, we'll see what we sell to. It's either going to be the Swift or Monette Seeds. For these, I think we only got one option, right? Yeah, Swift. Still on the up and up there, which is always good to see. Yeah, I would say that's probably the smaller portion of the field, I would think. Yeah, actually, based off where the number is, we're about halfway done with the field. This is just the more awkwardly, angled part of the field. I would think, just letting 2 workers work on this and then every once in a while going over there with the grain cart would let us finish that and also get some product over to the sell points. July is the last month because we technically did August in month 1. So July would be 12 months because month 1 would have been August. So next month is the finale, the final part, the grand reveal of what we end up with. Please let me know what you're thinking based off of this. Obviously, over 4 million. That's a pretty easy guess. I think easily over 4 million, though. Probably 4.3. You're basically just guessing how much for soybeans we have out there. Because everything is in silos. We don't really have equipment to sell. We do have fields, actually. The fields itself might be almost 1 million by itself. So maybe 5.2 million? If we hit over 5 million, I would be impressed. For 1 year, I would be hugely impressed. Obviously, this map, we have a lot of combines, and fields are absolutely massive. You start out with quite a bit, which does help us, produce a lot of money. In the future, I probably will bring this series back, but I'll change it up. Maybe not have this type of map, not this size of map per se. Well, there are some, medium size, medium scale where you kind of start fairly well kitted out, but not like this. So, yeah. Well, that is everything for month 11. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.